Well, YouTube, it's the next day. Different shirt, same pants. Daily do. Cup with some ice. Ready to work. Well, it's time for the walk around of what happened yesterday. The progress report, if you want to call it that. Did some work in here. Took out some of these steel studs up there. So you can actually work in there and it's not so crowded. Got soldering gun out, cramps, everything pretty much needed to do some wiring. Then did the backup camera yesterday because I broke that, so fixed that up. That in there. Got the switches installed, looking very nice. No wires are visible on that. Then we did some work up here. If you can see that, it's a little waterproof thing that I bought. It seems like it should work. You just caulk it in. It should be waterproof. You put the wires through that, and there's a little rubber gasket in there they tighten down. Should be pretty waterproof. And then that's pretty much it for that, and I'll climb in there and show the wiring job so far. Okay, now we're inside the camper shell, and this is what happened yesterday. Ran some wires from that, so that's the hole that makes it waterproof. So that's coming down here. Ran the wires up here, so you can't really see them from the outside. Here's a solar controller, goes down here, all through here because didn't want to see any wires. Comes through here, it goes inside the tubing of the camper shell, and then comes out here, comes down here. There's a little fuse blocker. Got power, everything should be all good. Got the inverter installed inside the steel stud. This is the charge from the alternator, so that just needs to be hooked up to the battery, so when the car is running it'll be charging the battery back here too. Did that. And then here is the wires that come out from the switches from these two. That's to turn on the inverter, so you don't need to. So when the bed is right here, you won't see any of this, but you have a switch to power on the inverter. And then I need to put the steel stud back. Once that's done, I'm gonna weld it up. And then I do that and just do some more wiring and get the battery connected. And disconnected this yesterday because the solar panels were actually charging and the charge controller was saying error because there's no battery connected, but the solar panels were connected. So took that off, and then gotta fire up the soldering iron, do some wiring, and then I got my USB charger area, which I'm gonna put below there now because that's just gonna have a little port right here. So when the mattress is like right here, that'll be the only thing sticking up. So you can charge your phone or charge whatever the heck you want on that. And that just takes 12 volt power and just puts it into USB-C. And I got a little cables for that. And then just gotta get to wiring now. Do some more wiring, hook up the battery. Then I gotta strap it down so when I'm hitting the jumps and Bessie, everything don't go flying around, especially the battery. Don't want that to short and cause a fire. Gotta strap that down, and then got an outlet right here too, which I'm gonna hook up to the inverter. So I'll have an outlet somewhere here along, or I don't know where yet, but that'll be an outlet that'll be plugged into the inverter. So when it's on, I'll have power, 110 power, so I can plug in a TV while I'm camping. Kind of camping, watching TV. But oh well. Progress report done. Back to wiring. Put the ground in on that bolt right there. Connect it to the inverter. I'm gonna run a ground from the inverter to right there. So then that'll be grounded. And then probably start to mess with the battery. Get the battery strapped in. And with that, yeah, battery's strapped in. Should be ready to rock and roll. Boom, grounded. That puppy. Heck yeah. Lights on, but it's running off of the car battery right now. Gotta get that battery back to where I'm standing and wire that puppy up. Should be a fun little project. Hopefully. Well, back to it. Gotta drag that battery over here. Start wiring that puppy up. See ya in, I don't know when. We'll see. Peace. I don't know if I've shown my battery yet, but this is my battery. It's just a bunch of mini 12 volts like that one in series, so it keeps it 12 volt. And they're all soldered, well, some of it's soldered. This is soldered, but it just has a bunch of small connections right there, and then all of it is going to 2 leads, so it's just big old battery in series. And I think it's 1.8 kilowatts. I think I did the math on it or something. 1.6. I don't know, but it's a pretty darn big battery. It's heavy too, but it's got the cardboard over it, so nothing metal can short out on these. So I just do the cardboard, and then this is just to keep this from moving so it doesn't yank on the connectors. And just gotta run that through that little hole right there into the inverter, and then from the inverter I'll jumper it to everywhere that I need to go, to the solar, to all that. And it should be it. And then I'm going to put a massive fuse on it. I don't know if I'm going to or not, because the fuse would be useless because it's only going right there, so I'd have to have the fuse right there. But one place it would cut is on there, to put some electrical tape so it doesn't do that. And then yeah, I'm just gonna put it in place and put some straps over it somehow, figure that out later, and then hook it up. Should be good to go. Pretty easy. Back to it. Just screwed these screws through. Alright, so it's not going nowhere. And one up here just so it doesn't bounce. And then it's being pushed against this too, and right here too. So all you need to do is keep it that way, and just from bouncing around. And then I need to figure out something to keep the batteries from moving around too. That is what is next. So, pretty darn close to wrapping this up. Probably not, but I think that it's probably gonna be a big project that's about to happen because I something. Anyways, back to it. It's up in. Boom, all packed in some rags, and it's all screwed in. So now I just need something to hold it from the batteries bouncing up. That is going to be next project, but looking pretty good so far. All wired up. I just need some strap or something, maybe a ratchet strap. Nah, I need something bigger, but We'll see how it goes. Need something solid too. Maybe a plywood might work. But we'll figure it out. Boom. Just found some scrap wood. It should work. Put that right there. Cut it right there. Cut it right there. Screw it in. Batteries ain't going nowhere. That's the plan. Ready to cut this puppy. Hold it, cut it. That's all you need to know. Yeah, sick. Not the straightest cuts. A good job done though. I don't own a skill saw. Need to get one. But it's good enough. Jigsaw does the trick. Okay. Gotta screw those puppies in and battery should be done. Heck yeah. Voila. Now it's time to install these puppies. Not fitting perfectly because there's a little lip right here, but I think I'll just screw it in and hopefully it works. Should work pretty good. Oh well. Now that that's all done, I cleaned her out a little bit, and then just need to get all this out, and then all this steel stud is going to come out when I redo it so it doesn't make noise when you're on it. It's very annoying. I just got to clean all this out, soldering iron, cable, all that, and it should be all done up there wiring wise. Just need to hook up the solar. When I get in the sun, I'll do that, and then done, or hopefully. No more steel stud. Cut it out. Now it's just the battery, some wiring back here. All that. That was it. Now I'm gonna put some of that, but one long piece that goes along the whole thing, because this is a little rickety, so it'll hold it from going like this, and then the cross pieces will hold it from going like this. Way stronger, and it won't make noise when you're on it. So Gotta cut some pieces, get the metal saw out, maybe do some vacuuming while it's all out and clean, and then back to work. Well, that puppy ready. Metal saw out. Sort of metal saw. It's a wood saw with metal blade. Catches on fire sometimes. It's plastic right here. It's all good though. Built for it. Heck yeah. Just gotta measure it up, do some cuts, start screwing it back into this, make it strong. Heck yeah. Boom. Boom. I just need some Tech screws or weld it. I don't know, whichever one. Probably Tech screws, easier. Get it done. And then put some across, Tech screw that down. Good to go. Heck yeah. Okay. Booyah. Back to it. Well, before I put in the steel stud, I wanted to secure in the camper shell. Just put in some screws into this thing that goes down in here to this. I don't know if it's called a stud or I don't know what that thing is, but or just some tubing. But forgot that there's wires running through here, and I just screwed right in there. So I don't know if I should take it out or leave it in. Probably gonna take it out, but did the same on this side, but much better. Did four in there, so that thing ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna do some in the back and in the back, and it should be secured, pretty well secured to the truck. Now I'm gonna do some caulking. Maybe not. Well, I might wait on that, but because I'm gonna secure that or just put caulking in there. And that might, I don't know, we'll see. So I don't know if I'm gonna take the camp shell back off again or not, but looking good so far. Looking good. Yep. Well, now we're gonna do some metal cutting for these are. So we can put the bed on that. We're gonna screw some more of this steel stud, but we're gonna cut like a bunch of them. So they just lay across here. And then get that done. Check screw it all, and then pretty much done. Mattress, and then just do some caulking around here and around the whole thing. So it watertight. And that's about it. Oh, and do some caulking on top too, make it more waterproof. But besides that, should be good to go. Oh yeah. Big milestone. Mattress is back in. Batteries in there. Jumper cable is gonna go right here, and it's my little cord. It's when the inverter's on. I'll power on that, and then just put the crates back in. Load her up. Oh, got two in there.